you look at John versus Jim, you're basically looking at John, who is basically flawless in terms of his symmetry, his presentation, and just his conditioning is spot on. And then with Jim, you're looking at a freak. I think John can regain his title in the future. I think so, but I also think that it would take him making improvements and Jim stagnating, or Jim coming in slightly off. It's going to be exciting to see what the future holds. I mean, talking about two of the best that are just entering their prime.
I gotta ask you, you won the Worlds in 2006 after coming in runner-up to Rob a couple years ago. And last year you came runner-up to Jim in a close class. What do you feel like you have to do in order to get back on top again, maybe be able to take Jim down?
I think for me to have an edge over Jim, I think I need to increase my upper mass density. If you look at Jim's physique, then you look at mine, you can see that Jim's got the density across his delts, his back. These are areas that I need to constantly improve on. I think I've got a balanced physique and I think my condition's good. I think I just need to come in a little heavier with the same condition. And I think hopefully that would be enough to take Jim. But Jim's formidable. He's got really small joints, tiny waist, big shoulders, a lot of fullness. His genetics are just superb. So it's never going to be easy to take Jim out. But I'll give him a good run for his money any day.
John is flawless in terms of his symmetry, his conditioning, everything, but it's tough to get over that wow factor that Jim has. I mean, it just jumps out at you. You're looking at Jim, you're looking at a guy whose shoulders and arms look like they belong in IFBB Pro. He has such big muscle bellies and such full muscle bellies that it's impossible not to look at. When he stands on stage next to people who, at his weight, he looks like he's 50 pounds heavier than they are. He looks like he's a super heavyweight.
It's a really rare mentality, a bodybuilder, someone who has a drive and passion to be the best that they can be, and so I gotta train like I did, before I got here. Just chasing that belt, chasing the title. Can't get soft, and of course, there's always somebody out there that wants, what you've got and wants your title, and I see that look in John's eyes. He wants that title again, so he's gonna have his work cut out for him trying to get that back, because I'm gonna work harder than ever. I plan on bringing the best physique I've ever brought out to the stage within the next 2 to 5 years.
And he was the British overall champion and the runner-up here at the WBF World Championships. Number 27, John Harris.
Ever since I stepped foot in the gym, I just wanted to become a world champion one day, and that was like a dream come true. And then 2007, I thought, well, now I'm here, I'm having so much fun, I might as well just carry on. So I decided I'd go back and try and defend my title. Of course, it's getting tougher every year, and there's new guys coming into the sport all the time. There's a guy who I hadn't actually competed against before, but I'd seen him coming up through the ranks, a guy called Jim Cordova, and I was aware that he was going to be doing the 2007 Worlds, and he came and gave me a tremendous battle last year, and me and him were just going like toe to toe. all the way along. And he edged me out this year and relegated me down to second place. So.
The opportunity is definitely there for John, and John is probably, he's like Dave Gooden, he's one of the most consistent bodybuilders there is. He never comes in poor condition, he's always in great condition. So, I mean, it's anybody's game.
Obviously, I was a little disappointed not to retain the title, but you know, this is bodybuilding, it's a sport, it's a subjective sport. You know, you put yourself on that stage and you know, you have to accept what the judge's decision is. It's final, and that's fine. You know, I've absolutely, you know, an awful lot of respect for Jim. But I've had a look at the photos, and you know, I've compared our physiques to all the poses, and it's pretty clear to me that Jim's got me on thickness, you know, basically throughout the upper body. You know, on legs, really. You know, I think that's a strength for me, and I think that's an area that I don't really need to improve on. So I'm just looking to improve the density throughout my back, my arms, my shoulders. You know, keep my leg mass there, keep my conditioning there. If I can add maybe, you know, 3, 4, 5 pounds of muscle over the next year, that would just be incredible. That, I think, would give Jim a run for his money. It's all very well me saying, you know, if I can make these gains, it might be enough to beat Jim. Jim might move on even further. You know, Jim's young. He's, you know, he's what, 30, 31 years old. He's still got a lot of gains to make. So even if I make the gains this year, Jim might make twice as many gains as me. So, you know, there's nothing's set in concrete.
Well, I still think I need a total overhaul on the legs. I know that I could really enhance my chest, my overall presentation, my side deltoids, in terms of body parts. So I'd like to bring that out. I also like to bring out my lat spread, the flare of my lats more. You
know, I tend to train with very sort of strict form, moderately heavy weights, but at the same time, you know, no cheating. You know, I always try and find ways to make exercises harder. You know, by eliminating, you know, all the links that would make you, you know, cheat or swing or use momentum. That's not to say Jim's system doesn't work. It works for Jim, but you know, if I was to train like Jim, I'd end up with injuries within weeks. So, you know, you have to find what works best for your body. Hard so the judges can see the calf from the front. And as Dave said, you know, crunch the arms into a ball so the biceps, you know, you're maximising the size of your arms, and then take a deep breath because you're going to have to hold it, and then exhale hard, and then crunch. I genuinely believe a lot of the guys who are the most successful in the sport have also got the most balanced outlook. You know, they can take a defeat on the chin and they just go on and improve. You know, they don't say, oh, I lost the show, and then go around complaining, you know, at the competitors, you know, their fellow competitors and the judges. They just get on with it and improve it because they're in the sport because they love the sport. You know, no matter what happens at the shows, they'll come back and they'll continue training because they love what they do. And, you know, it's so rare as well to get like a group of the world's best natural bodybuilders together in one space at any one time that, you know, we have such a great time just sharing experiences and talking. Like we never get the chance to talk like this when we're at competition because we're so stressed out. So, no, there's a genuine camaraderie there, and you know, that's it's been a great experience for me.
John Harris.
Physique, most of my body parts weren't really world class. Looking at me back at, you know, even 21, 22, when I really started getting into bodybuilding, you never would have thought that I would achieve the level that I've achieved today.
Cordova. I won the 2007 Mr. Universe and the 2007 Pro American Championships.